They said we had no history, that our stories were smoke, that our homes were temporary, our names disposable. But I remember everything. In the winter of 1838, the United States government forced over 16,000 Cherokee people from our ancestral lands. They called it removal. We called it betrayal. The Treaty of New Echota, signed without our voices, was the paper that broke our world. I was 17 when the soldiers came. My mother wrapped cornmeal in cloth. My father buried the family pipe beneath the roots of the old sycamore. We were told to walk. No horses, no wagons, just feet, just grief. 4,000 Cherokee souls died on that trail. Children, elders, lovers, names lost to frost and silence. We buried them in shallow snow, marked only by memory. But I did not die. I walked, I watched, I remembered, I carved every mile into my bones. I whispered names into the wind so the land would not forget. They wanted us erased, but we are not shadows, we are not echoes. We are the fire beneath the ash, the drum beneath the silence. I speak now for those who could not. For the girl who froze beside the river. For the grandmother who sang until her breath gave out. For the boy who carried his sister until his legs collapsed. This is not just history, this is prophecy. Because every time you tell our story, you break the silence. Every time you remember, you resurrect. We walked from Georgia to Indian Territory, over 1,000 miles, through snow, through sickness, through sorrow. The government called it humane relocation, but there was no humanity in the cold, no mercy in the mud. I saw a mother give her last blanket to her child, then freeze by morning. I saw a man dig graves with bare hands because the ground was too hard for sticks. I saw a boy carry his sister for 3 days, whispering stories to keep her alive. And still we walked, because we had no choice, because the land behind us had been signed away, because the land ahead was unknown. But we carried more than grief. We carried songs, we carried stories, we carried names, we carried the fire. I remember the woman who sang in Cherokee every morning, even when her voice cracked. I remember the elder who told stories by firelight, even when the children were too tired to listen. I remember the man who carved a flute from river cane and played it for the dead. These were acts of resistance, of remembrance, of survival. And now, I speak, not to mourn, but to awaken. Because the trail of tears was not the end, it was the beginning of our remembering. I am Ahyoka Smokefeather, daughter of the wind, keeper of the names, and I shine this light into the dark not to mourn, but to awaken. We are still here, we are still rising, and we will not be forgotten.